What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video to what I've already done in the past. We're going to just do a bit of a discussion video. I'd just like to share some of my thoughts on GTA 6, when and what I'd like to see in the game, and just also a little bit about GTA 5 and where I think they could cross over from GTA 5 to GTA 6. So, first of all, let's just talk about how long GTA's been out. It's 2020 now. It's been out for 7 years since its initial release on the old-gen consoles, 360 and PS3. 6 years since it came out on PC. And then, of course, we got the new-gen version of the game back when Xbox One and PS4 came out. So it's been a long time. And I think maybe some of us were thinking, with the announcement of the new generation of consoles coming out, the Series X and the PS5, that we might get it then. I know there hadn't been much leaked information or talk about GTA 6 coming out with it, but, you know, Rockstar might have surprised us with that or something. Maybe done some big bundles with with Microsoft and Sony. But that doesn't seem to be happening since we've just had the announcement a couple months back of another new gen version of the game. So, I don't know, maybe they're going to remaster it and update the game engine. That'd be quite nice to see, rather than having to wait like 5-10 minutes each time for the game to load. So I think realistically we're not going to be seeing GTA 6 until at least 2022, 2023 maybe, even 2024 at a push. But, you know, with how long they've been making this game, I think we can expect, you know, a top-notch game. I think it's going to be great quality. And, I mean, you got to give it to them. Look at GTA 5. It's, you know, run on a game engine that's outdated and pretty much obsoleted these days, and yet it's still outperforming most modern games. Been going, I think it's, apart from Minecraft, it's maybe, you know, one of the longest going games out there at the moment. They're still mega successful. And they're still bringing in great content and keeping, you know, a really large audience. And, yeah, to be fair, you've got to give it to them. But I think we're all at a point, you know, where we'd quite like to see GTA 6, because GTA 5 has its limits with the game being so old. So, I think that ties in quite nicely to the first thing I want to talk about, and that's like tech and graphics and stuff. I'm not too worried about the graphics of GTA 6. I think they did a great job with Red Dead Redemption 2. So, a bit of fine-tuning, a bit more modern, you know, technology when the game comes out, I think the graphics could be probably one of the best looking games out there, and it'll be an open world game type, so I think we've got a lot to look forward to there. And by the time then, everyone will probably be using 8K monitors and 8K TVs, so who knows, maybe it'll be one of the first 8K games out there. But in terms of the game engine, I do think, you know, they really do need to up their game in that sense. Like I say, you've got to give credit where credit's due, because GTA 5 is an old game, but it's going to be a massive game, let's be fair, because, you know, Red Dead 2 was 100 gigs, so let's just throw it out there and say GTA 6 is going to be around 200 gigabytes. We're going to need a solid game engine, and, you know, I think the Unreal Engine could, you know, have potential there, and we've already heard, you know, leaks of a new Unreal Engine coming out where I'm not too aware, and I don't know much about, you know, the ins and outs of it, but I think they're saying it's going to be, you know, miles ahead of the time of what we got right now. So, yeah, I think we really need to hope that Rockstar focus on the game engine in that sense, because with it being such a big game, we're not going to be wanting to wait 10-15 minutes to load into it. We want nice, quick, 1 minute maximum loads. So I think that's one of the main things. And also, that'll hopefully make the game buggy, because God knows how many times the game crashes or times you out, or, you know. So, yeah, but to be fair, Red Dead 2 hasn't been too bad for that, so we'll see on that point. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, the tech and stuff, because it's a bit boring, that. So now let's more talk about some of the stuff I'd actually like to see in the game. So, you know, GTA 5's had a massive lifespan, and I think by this point we're all feeling the map's a little small and crowded. So I think we want a massive map for GTA 6. And, you know, Red Dead 2's big, but I'm thinking we want bigger. Even bigger. 2 times bigger than Red Dead, maybe? You know, I know that'd make it insanely long to travel around the map from place to place, but if they put massive emphasis into like air travel and stuff, or maybe, you know, some kind of actual, you know, fast teleport system, you know, like they had in Red Dead with a fast travel system, I think a massive map would make it great for doing better road trips, camping trips, I don't know, whatever you like to do in the map. And more cities. I think rather than just one big city, rather than just, you know, Los Santos like we had this time, I think it'd be nice to have 5 or 6 big cities, just so you have a bit of variation and, you know, could base businesses in different places. Just so you're not spending all one time in that one big city and constantly getting griefed in that one city. I'd also like to see a lot more interactive content on the map while we're talking about it. More buildings that you can go in. I think GTA 5 was pretty poor, you know, for its time. But, you know, GTA 5 came out with a lot of other open world games, and a lot of the other open world games, say take Skyrim and stuff, had a lot more, you know, buildings you could go in. So I don't know, it'd be nice if we just, even if there's not much to do in them, you know, just a lot more interactive content, a lot more interactive buildings. Businesses. Yeah, so this is one I really want to focus on, because businesses in GTA 5, they're good. You can earn money. It's a lot of effort though. It really is. And with how it is these days, with, you know, griefers out there and all the new vehicles we're getting that just make, you know, doing business pretty much impossible without getting blown up, we're going to need a bit of a refined system. Maybe business only lobbies, something like that. Or, you know, but also still the ability to do business in normal lobbies, but, you know, with the higher risk bonus and stuff. But I actually want to see more variation in the business, because I feel they're quite similar, and, you know, yeah, they've all got their own spin, but at the end of the day, it's all collecting crates or doing this. I'd like to see a lot more than just that. I'd like to see a lot more passive businesses. A bit like GTA 5 story mode, where you can buy businesses and they just run in the background and generate your money. Not much money, but a bit of money. I'd also like to maybe see the introduction of a stock market, but that's something they'd really need to balance to not make it too, you know, OP. Because if someone, say, is really good at stocks in real life, they could come on and make a ton of money in GTA. I understand that, and they need to make money through, you know, shark card sales, which is something I'll get into in a second. But, you know, I just think it'd be quite nice, another element to see. Because, you know, we got the casino last year in GTA 5, and everyone was thinking, oh, that's going to be really overpowered, you know, if someone's really good at gambling in real life, they can make tons of money that way. But no, I think I think Rockstar handled that quite well. And yeah, so maybe that's something we could see. Animals. This is a big one. Red Dead's really good for the wild animals. I think we'd like to see something like that in GTA 5, so you can have the ability, you know, to go hunting, you know, stuff like that. Just more to do, you know, more to do. And also, I think it'd be cool to have the ability to have pets as well. Something you didn't really have in Red Dead. I know you had your camp dog and all that, but, you know, there weren't much you could do with it. So I think with GTA 6, I think that's something they could really, you know, look into and put a lot of time into, because I think that would go down quite well with the players and the community, to be fair. Now then, cars. I think that's something they've always done really well in GTA 5. You know, constantly getting drip feed content, weekly updates, just, you know, patches where we get new cars after each update for the next couple of months. And, you know, we've always had a very good variation of cars, and I don't think that's something they've really struggled on. And I like the fact that they don't use actual car brands, you know, from real life. I mean, they do base cars off that, they don't call them that in the game. So you have this whole sense of, you know, an actual real world based in the game, but reflects out of them. So I like that. I'd like to see that crossover in GTA 6. And I'd like to see a lot of our, you know, the familiar brands, you know, crossover. Like Progen and other, you know, just any GTA brand you can think of, really. I'd like to see some of the actual original cars crossover. I know a lot of cars crossed over from GTA 4 to GTA 5, just so we have that nostalgia, you know. But I'd also like to see some more introduction of car brands and stuff, ones that do exist in real life that we haven't seen in the GTA series before. But with cars, I'd want to see a bit more variety. So right from the start of the game, I want the ability to buy military vehicles, the ability to have cop cars and pretty much any public service vehicles, you know. Because that's something they've been a bit poor for in GTA 5. We still ain't got cop cars. Maybe with the new update we're getting soon, who knows. Well, we've got fire engines, but they're ridiculously overpriced for what they are, given you could just call one in and steal it. So I think that's something they'd have to look into. Planes. On the whole, GTA's been good with the smaller planes. I'd like to see the ability to have a lot bigger planes, you know. So, aircraft. like, not aircraft carriers, sorry, that's a ship. You know, like massive cargo planes, you know, rather than just the modders having to mod them in. Or, you know, some bigger military planes, and even, you know, passenger planes like Boeing 747s and stuff. I think that would be quite cool, you know, just to fly around in them. If you got like 5 of your mates in that and you could do a massive like air convoy, that'd be, I don't know, that'd be pretty cool. And you know, because let's expect it is going to be a massive map, you know, they're going to have to put a lot more emphasis in air travel. So it'd be quite nice if they refine the flying sim like systems and stuff. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. The ability to store and customise boats, that's something I really want them to add. You know, yeah, you can buy boats in GTA 5, but they're all Pegasus, you have to call them in, you can't customise them. I think it'd be quite nice if they added, you know, just like a dock or something you could buy. It comes with a workshop, you can upgrade boats, customise them, simple as. Maybe even a business with them, you know. We've had businesses for pretty much every other vehicle type. We had the air freight cargo, you know. It'd be pretty nice to see maybe a sea-based one. Accessories. You know, I think customization for your person, your character, has always been good in GTA 5, but I'd like to just see a bit more in terms of accessories. So, you know, maybe like the addition of backpacks or something, just so you can have a bit more variation. And back to vehicles, I'd really quite like them to add stuff like camper vans and caravans as well. Just so, you know, you can do more things in the game, you know, if you're not wanting to grind business, you could go on a camping trip with some friends or whatever. And realism. This is something I've always wanted in quite a few games, and a few games have implemented it, but it's nothing we've really seen in GTA before. Something like a fuel system where, you know, you actually have petrol in your, or diesel, you know, whatever, in your cars and your planes and your boats. It'd be quite nice that, you know, that would go down over time and you'd have to go and refill at petrol stations. Just, you know, add a bit more realism to the game. I think it'd be quite fun. And maybe a hunger system, I don't know. It'd make the game a lot more interesting. It'd make it a lot more realistic, but I don't know if that'd be a little annoying. So I think the fuel system would be a very good addition. Not sure about hunger system. And maybe the ability to have like a family. You can in story mode. Why can't you in, you know, online? Just, you know, so you say you don't have your spawn set to just last location. Say, like me, I like to spawn on my yacht or my penthouse or whatever. So in that sense, you know, we've got homes and all that. But, you know, homes usually would come with a family or whatever. It'd just be nice to have that and just something else you could interact with. And I think a big thing that we need to add to the game is a crossover from GTA 5. Maybe your character can cross over. Or maybe they'll say, take how much you've earned in the game and then get a total, say you've earned 50 million over your lifetime. I know everyone's probably earned a lot more. I've earned about 120 million, I think, at this point. And then divide that by, say, 2 or 3 or 4, just so that, you know, you're starting with a fairly decent amount of money in the game, because we've all played GTA for so long, you know, we've all built up these massive empires and everything, you know. It's going to be really annoying to start again. I know, you know, that's part of the fun of starting a game, starting again. But I think with GTA 6, we've all invested so much money over the years and stuff into it through shark cards and stuff, and just put so much time. It'd be nice to have just a bit of a crossover, a bit of a kickstart to the game. So yeah, I think that's something they really need to consider. So yeah, that was just some of my thoughts on GTA 6. If you agree with me, hit the like button, maybe give a subscribe, you know. Leave a comment down below, anything you'd like to see in GTA 6. I think I'm going to do a similar video on GTA 5, my thoughts on where GTA 5's going. Have they, you know, kept it going too long, and anything they could possibly still add to the game, you know. Yeah, so if you also like this kind of video and you want to see more, let me know in the comments, or, you know, just let me know by hitting the like button again. And feel free to share this channel to people, please. I'm trying to grow the channel. And yeah, thank you very much. See you in the next one. Goodbye.